What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video. Today I'm gonna be by myself. The kid felt like it was just, I guess, more that I can maybe talk about this topic than I don't know we could together. I guess you know what I'm saying, pretty much. But today I'm gonna be telling you guys the pros and the cons of us pretty much living in Dallas, Texas, or if you're moving to Dallas, Texas, or I would just say in Texas, period. These may be like comparable things, like no matter where you at in Texas, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be telling y'all the pros and cons of that, and then also before I get into this video, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe on this video, and follow us on Instagram at the Brooks Family 2Ys_. Make sure y'all follow us on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? We want to do more stuff on our Instagram. But yeah, y'all, let's get into it. All right, y'all. I'm gonna start off with the pros first, simply because also the kid suggested this too, y'all. But I'm gonna just start off with the pros because like I don't want y'all to think that like the cons outweigh the pros, because it's just like no matter where you at and no matter where you move to, like if you move into a different place or a different area in your same town or whatever, somebody got something bad and good to say about anything. You know what I'm saying? Like even you or even me. You know what I'm saying? So everybody gonna have the negative and positive things that you know they say about you or whatever. But to start off with the pros, and we mentioned this before, y'all, but one pro that's definitely at the top of the list for us is diversity. And I'm looking down, y'all, because I wrote this stuff down. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be proper and you know what I'm saying, look good. But look, diversity. That's number one for us. I feel like diversity is super important, no matter what you are, because like I feel like if you're in a place that's not as diverse like Milwaukee, Wisconsin, it creates like a barrier between you and other, you know, people of a different color without you even knowing. Like even with, I'm not gonna say us because we always, you know, wanted to have, you know, a diverse type of friends and just diversity around us, so we, you know, sought after that type of stuff. But diversity is important because, you know, everybody has some sort of prejudice, but you don't want to necessarily like make that a main thing for you, if y'all get what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It's important because like if you only around one type of people your whole life, or usually you don't get to adapt to that other type of people, and other people have, you know, different experiences in life, and also not only that, they can bring you things in your life that you never thought was possible. You know, you might meet like an Indian guy or girl, and you know they might open up your eyes to ideas that you never, you know, had on your own. And not saying that because, you know, anybody is smarter or more intelligent than you, you know, they just come from a different background and a different culture. So, you know, maybe it's just exactly what, you know, God has aligned for you. And also, with a lot of these pros and cons, y'all got to think about it. Like I said, it's up to you personally. But yeah, y'all, that's going to be number one for diversity. Number two for pros, weather. Weather could be a pro and a con. I'm just gonna talk about the pros for us right now. With the weather, y'all, we come from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Of course, y'all gonna hear that a lot. But even with it being May right now, we still get like 40-degree weather, occasionally 30-degree weather, and like sometimes even when I was growing up in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, we would even get snow occasionally in May and in April too. Like so weather can be a good thing and a bad thing depending on where y'all moving from or where y'all moving to. You know what I mean? Because here it is hot as F, and like it's weird for us to get used to, especially coming from a colder climate, because this is not normal for us. You know what I mean? Like spring should not feel this good, even though we love it. But you know, like 90-degree weather in spring, that's just not a thing where we're from. And we really appreciate it. That's why we moved here. We like the warm weather. We want to do more stuff outside, and we have a kid, and in the future maybe more kids, maybe not. But yeah, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, like it's definitely a pro for us, but it could be a con for other people. Like I said, everything is personally dependent on you. Number three, y'all, for pros, I would say more opportunities. Opportunity is key, and I feel like if you come from a small town, or you know, just a town that's not that big, and you move to a bigger place, logically it just creates more opportunity for you. Since I've been here, I've had multiple, you know, job offers and multiple jobs hitting me up, also that I've hit them up. And being in a bigger place, it obviously equals to more opportunity, like I said. So if you go from a small town where, you know, it's only a limited amount of jobs and, you know, everybody kind of work at one place or this place or that place, and you go to a bigger place like Texas, from Wisconsin, and you get to, you know, it's more doors unlocked for you, basically. You know, it's more jobs everywhere. From what I kind of figured out, at least for right now, they don't really pay that different. I was actually getting paid a little bit more in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, but that is totally dependent on, you know, like what you applying for, what kind of skills do you have and stuff like that. Like I said, again, all of this stuff is going to be personally for you. You know what I mean? Like with you moving and applying for certain jobs and things like that, it's all going off of you, what kind of skills you bring and stuff like that. And also, I would say down here they have a ton of I'm sorry, y'all. They have a ton of like staffing agencies or temp agencies, and I feel like definitely take advantage of that. If y'all have never heard of temp agencies, please go to a temp agency. I would feel like if you a male and you over the age of 18 and you looking for a real job with a lot more money, and you know everybody's schedule is different, you know, people might have more kids or whatever, or you know, so like a fast food or retail or whatever may work for you, and it may give you just enough money is what you need to be happy. And like I said, that's a personal thing again. But I would say, y'all, if you over the age of 18 and you looking for a job that equals more money and, you know, just more opportunity for yourself to grow as far as in the future, definitely go to a temp agency and definitely try to get into like a warehousing job or a trade job. It's not for everybody. I like obviously experienced that, and I'm like, I definitely have a long background in warehousing and stuff like that, but I'm trying to get out of it. But I wouldn't recommend y'all to start there if y'all can, and build up money and save for businesses, ideas, anything. You know what I mean? Like they do pay really good, especially if you a male. If you're a female as well and you into that type of stuff, by all means do it. You know what I mean? I just did, you know, recommend a female thing because a lot of females don't like that super hard labor stuff because your body get beat up. And you know, also it's just kind of like dirty and it's rough. I don't know, depending on the type of female you are, you might like it, then you might not. Number 4 and the final pro for y'all, I would say the houses. In Texas, it seems like you get basically more bang for your buck. You know what I'm saying? And that just simply means that like when you buying houses or when you like apartment or house shopping, I would just say houses and apartments kind of, you get a lot more like amenities, you get better views, you get more space, it looks better. I would just say everything about their houses down here just look a lot better. Like most of their apartments come with like fitness centers, pools and stuff like that. Like that's super cool, you know what I mean? And also for the houses, depending on, you know, like what your credit looking like, how much you can afford and stuff like that, I would say like a good median price, if you know, like if you can afford to get like, I would say like a $250,000 house to maybe $350, in between that price range, you getting a really nice house. I feel like we've been looking, you know what I'm saying? Like obviously we ain't got the money to buy that right now, and that's just being real. But we've been looking, and you know, like it is super nice houses down here, and I cannot wait to, you know, show you guys in the future, manifesting it right now. But I can't wait to manifest that, and also show you guys in the future our future house. We want to build a house, but even if we buy one, these houses are down here are so nice, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, you get more bang for your buck, so I feel like it's really worth it. If you're looking for a market or, you know, somewhere else that like, you know, their houses come with a lot more stuff that fits your personality and you personally. All right, y'all, we go into cons. So for the first one, and as I mentioned in the pros, weather could also be, like I said, a pro, or it could be a con. And I would just say that it is uncomfortably hot in Texas at times, and it's uncomfortable for us. And right now it's spring. It's not even summer yet, and it's, excuse me, y'all, it's not even summer yet, and it's 99 degrees. We done had days where it's 100 degrees already. Anything in the 90s pretty much is just like crazy hot, and if you're not used to it, you're not gonna like it. But if there's something that you're seeking, I would definitely recommend Texas, or, you know, somewhere hotter, because if you like that hotter environment and a hotter climate, definitely do it. Second con, I would just say commute, or I put / need a car, and basically I just mean that as in like when you move here, you don't really understand or like realize how far some things are from you. So like going from town to town or city to city, like Arlington to Grand Prairie to Grapevine to Euless, Ennis, whatever, like any one of those cities, like it's not as close as you may think it is. And in between those two, it's like maybe like a 20 to 30 minute difference, especially with traffic. So I would highly recommend, if y'all move somewhere like Texas where there is a lot of cities and towns that you maybe want to visit, you get a car, and also you think about the commute when you're looking for jobs and just like the type of community you want to live in and stuff like that, like how far your house is from a store, how far your house is from a gym if you go to the gym every day or stuff like that. I would say just think about those things before you recommend like moving to Dallas or any of the surrounding areas, the DFW area or whatever as a whole. I would say that's something you should seriously think about. Number 3 for cons, y'all. So for number 3, traffic. Traffic is pretty crazy here, and I will almost call it like traffic / crazy drivers or whatever. Y'all gonna see this in a lot of videos if y'all ever looked into this. But so far, the DFW area or Dallas or whatever y'all want to call it has some of the craziest drivers that I've ever experienced. They don't really drive, I would say, too recklessly, in my opinion. It's more like it's a whole lot of cars, and we're not used to that yet, but it's like it's a lot more people, and then also on top of that, it's a lot of like weird like movement in the traffic. Like they don't drive too like erratic or whatever all the time, but like when it's a lot of traffic, people do some stuff to like try to get around you. Or like I've even had the instance where like I'm at a stoplight and 2 lanes over, it's a straight line and a turn lane. Somebody in the turning lane turned right in front of everybody because they meant to go right instead of left. So I've seen some crazy stuff so far, y'all, in traffic. But I would just say beware if you moving from a small town to a bigger town or somewhere like Texas. Just think about like how much more people that you're gonna see on the road, and because the population is so big here that it's just gonna be a lot more traffic accidents and stuff like that. Like I would just say beware, drive safe, be safe, and just think about how many more people it is on the road so that you guys can be safe in general. Alright guys, for the 4th and final con on our list, it would have to be rent. I would say the rent here is expensive to us, but depending on where you're coming from, this rent could be anywhere from medium or to kind of regular. The medium rent here is usually anywhere from $1,200 to $1,800, and like I said, depending on where you come from, that may be a good or a bad thing. So I would just say, if you recommend moving to not if you recommend, but if you are suggesting to move to somewhere like Texas or Dallas, Texas, or any of the surrounding areas, I would just say if you can save up money so that you can be able to afford these, and also the apartment application fees and houses application fees as well are pretty high. So like I said, depending on where you're coming from, that also could be the same as the rent. It could be pretty normal or not. But I would just say save as much money as you can so that you can be able to afford the kind of house that you want, a loft, a good looking apartment, or whatever that means. And then, like I said, it's all just a personal thing. It's up to you guys. Alright guys, with that being said, I hope you guys love this video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on this video, and follow us on Instagram at the Brooks Family 2Ys_, and let us know if you want more advice or videos like this to just kind of educate you guys if you're thinking about moving to the DFW area. And that is all for this video, guys. I really appreciate you. Bye.